Hey guys, Apav here, and as you know, I make YouTube videos, and when you make YouTube videos, you need decent-ish headsets when mixing the audio. If you couldn't tell, my audio has never been very perfect, and that isn't just because of the headphones, just a lot of times I don't know what I'm doing, and I record with a USB microphone, so it limits some of my options. However, I have been using pretty crap and cheap headsets, and I've found that I should always use the same headphones or headsets so that my videos are more constant. Usually when I'm adjusting audio levels and stuff, if I change headsets, sometimes it might sound louder or quieter when you're playing them through your phone speaker, or depending on the headsets you're wearing. The headsets I've been using headphones I've been using for the longest time now are just these Skull Candies. I don't even remember the name. I got them because they looked like a pair that my friend had, and I remember them being pretty comfortable, you know, compared to like $10 headsets. I think these are like $60. Maybe I got these for $40 though when I did get mine. These also had a bass boosting feature, but I would always keep that off because I don't want to boost the bass. I want a natural sound, and that's the hardest thing to find now, whether it's Sony or Bose or Skull Candies. They always say like bass boosted, or they like have their own little mix type stuff in there that makes it very unnatural and very hard to mix any type of sound for a diverse audience who are all using different headphones. However, I would not recommend keeping these off, because when I did use these, they just randomly cracked and made this really loud popping noise. So I ended up taking the batteries out, and that stopped, and that's what I've been using forever. These cracked recently from me just doing that to put them on my head. Well, at least I thought I did. I can't seem to find the crack now, but it does feel like they're gonna crack when I do that, because all I'm doing is flexing brittle plastic when that happens. By the title, you already know what I'm reviewing, but recently I got these for gaming, these surround sound headphones. I tried editing their Astros A40s, which are really good surround sound headphones, but not exactly what I'm going for. They have a nice microphone in them. What else could you ask for? And then when I got my Blue Yeti microphone for Christmas, my mom and dad bought me these, which are like, I looked them up, I think they're like $20. They're not exactly really comfortable, and I still found these to be slightly better. However, the cushion on the tops, actually, never mind. These are just pretty cheap. They work though. Not exactly ear-shaped, but I don't know. Don't really use them too much. However, I recently have been stuck at home, like many of us, and got these Sony 7506, 7506. I don't really know how you would say this name, but these headphones have been around forever. Apparently a lot of people who mix music at home in a home studio use them, and they just have not been altered. Get this, sorry, MDR-7506. They have not been altered since 1994. So they've stood the test of time, I can give you that much. And I thought, hey, if I get these, I'll never have to worry about the headphones I'm wearing anymore. They were about $90, which is a pretty dang good price for a good pair of headphones nowadays. I mean, like Bose headphones are like $300, and I mean, you wouldn't use them for any professional purpose. They're more like for listening to already mixed audio. But yeah, I was just surprised picking up this box, how heavy it felt. Like, usually when you get a box like this, it's like, oh yeah, cheap pair of headphones, but it already seems pretty nice, and I like the fabric they put in there. So I thought, hey, I'll do an unboxing, maybe test out the sound quality. You won't be able to hear it, but see how that goes. Also, I figured out how to finally adjust the video quality settings on my camera so I can drop it into 30 frames per second when I'm just recording face cams with this camera, but also I figured out I'd do 60 FPS. This might be kind of blowing the video quality out of proportions for just a simple unboxing, but at least you can stare at these in 1080p and 60 FPS, I guess. So, I guess let's just, or should I go over the package? So, full reproduction of digital music and stereo unmatched plug, is that what it says? Or Unimatch plug. It also comes with that 1/4 inch thing, which so did these cheaper whatevers. Here are the features. I don't have a fancy accent where reading these would be interesting for a majority of audiences, so I'll just let you stare at all the technical things. I found funny all these warnings, like it makes me think they haven't changed this box since the 90s, because, I don't know, most people by now wouldn't need to be told, like, keep magnets away from your headphones, but here we go. How does one remove from packaging? Whoa, okay, it's full of stuff. We have this card, which goes into a service manual, which, by the way, these are very nicely repairable. However, that seems extremely freaking complicated. You can replace the, like, earmuffs on here if they ever wear down, which is nice. And then we got a limited warranty. So it looks like most of the parts have a 1 year or 3,000 hour of operation warranty. Printed in Japan. Okay, so it says 90 days or 1 year in case. Anyways, I don't know. Here are these headphones. So we have this nice, I don't know, plastic covering, and I really like this felt stuff. I guess here come the headphones. Whoa, okay, maybe not. They refuse to leave the box. Well, nice presentation at least. Can anything get out of this box? Oof, okay. There we go. A little less majestic than the other Sony headphones I've gotten, but these are more utility-based than music-based. Oh, wow. So, is this metal? Oh, and I like the motion of them. They open up really nice. Studio monitor. We got a lot of cabling here. My sound production teacher is going to be so upset if he ever watches this video and how unprofessional it is. Jeez, why can't I get anything out of this box? There we go. So we got a 3.5mm headset cable. I forget what my sound production teacher kept calling this. Yeah. And then we got this 1/4 inch adapter, which nicely screws onto here. I don't think I'll be needing this for my MacBook, but, or not MacBook, iMac desktop, but it's nice to have that, especially if I do ever get a mixing console. Oh, comes with a bag, that's nice. How nice is the inside? The inside's soft, but it's that type of material that, like, if you have dry hands, feels really weird on your hands. So that'll keep your earmuffs, your phone things safe. We also have, oh, is this part of the cable? It's like the old phone cables that, like, extend and contract. I don't want to cut the wire inside, but there we go. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. That keeps it nice and short, but also like nice and short, but also can just go on for miles. Which is nice if you're like in a swivel chair in like a little studio. Can go all around. You know what makes you a professional? When your headphones say professional. As I try to get the autofocus on this camera to work. There we go. It's finally switched into macro. Both on the same side. Right, left. That is a lot more noticeable than the headphones I usually wear, where it's just like a very faint printing on the inside of here. I think it's there, where it says L or R. So the question everyone's asking, how comfortable are they, and what do they sound like? Oh my gosh. Okay, so they feel light when they're on your head, and I don't think I'm ever going to get earache with this. Like, they don't even touch really your ears, but they do at the same time. It's just, that is very comfortable. The top isn't very, like, I feel like I might want to keep this off my head a little bit. Like, that might end up being uncomfortable after extended periods of time, but I guess I'll have to find out in use. But just putting it on, they're really comfortable. I also like the 90s aesthetic they kind of put off. And I think, yes, they fold up like that. So, I don't have any, like, audio tests, but I do have an iPod Touch with Green Day on it. So I'm gonna run through these real quick and tell you, sort of describe the sound to you. First, starting off with the cheapest ones and the ones I don't think are going to sound too great. Oh dear lord. Switching from just the comfortability factor of these headphones. Oh, what do you know? There's that 1/4-inch cable. They don't perfectly encompass your ears. There's a lot of space at the bottom of them. And just, it feels like you're wearing plastic. It instantly kind of sounds like cardboard, but the drums are pretty nice. Yeah, I mean, they sound okay, but kind of muffled, and you definitely hear, I think, the drums over everything. But they work, I guess. Wouldn't want to wear them for a long period of time either. Now, onto the Skull Candies, which these are actually made for listening to music, although I have the batteries taken out of them. And I'm used to wearing them for long periods of time, 3 hours at a time. I will get headaches wearing these for long periods of time, but not really earaches, which is nice. Instantly, I feel like there's a more full sound to just everything, and maybe muddy, but definitely not tinny or anything like that. There might be some extra bass still, even without those batteries, though. Also, the left ear muff I think is slightly bent because it's not covering my ear as well as the right ear muff. Then we have the Astros, which aren't meant for music, they're meant for gaming. These I can get kind of that achy feeling on the top of your head, but the ears are like they fit perfectly around the ears. What do these sound like? Oh, that's weird. You get really nice highs. The bass isn't boosted at all. Definitely the highest quality so far. You definitely very clear. The drums seem a bit low, but you know what? They're pretty good. Which is, they're like 2 times more expensive than these, so that makes sense. But let's see what these sound like. I just wanted to have like a standard that I could always use while just editing videos so they don't end up all sounding different once I know what I'm doing. Which I kind of do. I mean, 7 years of screwing up audio, eventually you kind of get the sound, or you end up knowing the sound you want. Okay, after wearing the Astros, you definitely can tell the earmuffs are smaller. That's why you don't notice them at the same time. You don't notice that there's an earmuff like circling your ear, but that keeps the speaker actually closer to your ear instead of off your ear. Anyways, let's see what this is like. Okay. I could instantly tell a sound difference. You can hear the cymbals on the drum so much more clearly. The drum has like a kick to it, or a thump to it. Yeah, good highs. I don't think it is... It has really good highs. Everything's very clear and crisp. You don't get as much bass as with any of these other headphones, but that's because I don't think these are boosting the bass as much as these other ones. The bass comes in just like very naturally, which is what these are intended to do. So even for listening to music, they're pretty good. They kind of give me the same feeling I did when I started using these in-ear monitors. These, I think they're ZSTs. They're just cheap in-ear monitors. When I started using these to listen to music, everything sort of sounds higher, but that's kind of, I feel like, how it was intended, and I like that. I like more treble sounding things. That's why I get really annoyed when I go out to try to buy headsets now. It's just all heavy bass stuff because I don't listen to dubstep, which I feel like heavily emphasizes bass. I want to actually hear the instruments and what it was intended to sound like. So let me just pop these in real quick. Yeah, these are actually very similar in, I don't know whether to say sound quality, but the music sounds similar as it does in these with the in-ear monitors. It's just, I don't know, more inside your head because you got these jammed inside your head. The reason I don't use these to edit audio is just because, one, my ears become very uncomfortable, two, it makes everything extremely loud, and when you try to edit quiet things, these don't work. If I put my phone like on the lowest bar and want to listen to something quietly, it won't even generate enough power to just like, it just sounds like static or something with like electric noises. And here we go, just, that's nice how they numbered that. Oh, it clicks. That's interesting. Am I not supposed to just be pulling it? Is it supposed to lock into place, or am I just doing something wrong here? Well, these are my new Sony headphones that I'm going to be editing videos with. I am so happy that I figured out how to get my Sony camcorder to record in the highest quality. I might knock down this quality since this video is getting a little too long, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked this video, even though there isn't too much going on in it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh, also, this does not look like it detaches. And if it does, it's not with a 3.5, that's for sure. It looks like there's a way to take these apart, so I'm sure if something happened to the cable, you could probably replace it, but just throwing that out there, it doesn't detach like these Astros just easily pop out like that. Okay, I have to take that back about the bass. I'm listening to these more and more, and the bass isn't as loud as these other headphones, but you can feel it so much more. So I just thought I needed to say that because you might get these headphones and be like, what is he talking about? Yes, you can really feel the bass in these, unlike you can with something as small as this. Obviously, these are intended to make you feel the bass when you put the batteries in them, but that is literally just like, I don't think that's very accurate. And even with those in there, I felt when I turned them up, it wasn't like turning up a subwoofer. It felt more like I was just turning on a vibrating feature. It might be a subwoofer, but it really doesn't make the bass sound more clear or anything. These really do make everything sound better. Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.